a bug and more of just a artifact of how mega creatures are treated in game. So this dragon is trained, right? It's not tame, it's trained. Soldiers consider dragons to be a threat regardless of if they are trained or not. So if a dragon walks past an active soldier, regardless of the side they're on, they will eat them or kill them. Also, the dragon considers everything that isn't a member of my faction to be an enemy, regardless. So if there is like a visitor around, that visitor will randomly catch fire. If they were tame, we wouldn't have this issue. It's an issue because they're not tame. Because you used to not be able to fully domesticate dragons, but you can now because dragons that are fully domesticated, dragons have baby variants. So because they have baby variants, you can fully domesticate them, whereas you couldn't before. So basically that's that. Did you, holy shit, that's a lot of creatures. Let's deny this. I don't know if they're just gonna scatter or what, but they immediately murder this person right here, who also happens to be a random noble. Meanwhile, this cat decided to run all the way out here to kill a skink while there's a siege coming in. The first horse, Muma, and runs away immediately. Sees dragon, runs away in fear, cowering in fear. I'm scared of horses, man. Let me tell you. No. God damn it. Okay, fine. I will pull this lever then. For some reason, I naively thought that it would just go stand where I needed it to be, but nope, in the middle of my walkway while they're walking through it. Pony's walking through. Okay, well, dragon is going, fuck goddamn knows where. Oh, yay! Ineth caught him. Okay, so dragon has been caught. A bunch of things are burning, mostly horses, from what I can tell, because I was paying attention to a dragon and not the invading enemy army. Anyway, the invading enemy army is, well, has some burning ponies. Mark dwarves are shooting directly. Oop. No more of them have fallen in. However, it does appear that they are having to dodge, which is good. There is a cat for some silly reason. And the cat is dead, probably. Yep. Rest in peace to stray kitty cat corpses. Mark dwarves are continuing to fire. This human is seriously injured because it actually got hit by a reindeer bone bolt, which struck the human crossbowman in the upper leg, which actually tore the muscle. Okay, so somebody tried to pasture the dragon, and then the dragon got away from the pasturing, which ain't great. Where dragon? Dragon, why? You had a great opportunity to turn a bunch of humans into melty goo, and instead you are opting to go goddamn knows where. It'd be great if there was a dragon there right now. Gosh. So where is the dragon currently? Okay, so let's see. Where are you trying to put it? Fighting's about to break out between my soldiers and them because they are moving up. They're fighting with my war dogs right now. This human is currently beating the crap out of this poor dog. I'm not going to read that combat log because that's just sad. There's also puppies involved in the mix, which is also just sad. So rather than just making us all sad, we're just going to pretend that that's not happening. Drag it in. We're going to see how far you make it. Okay, so you're not going to make it because you are now running away in fear, and so is the dragon. Let's lock this door, but they just go the other way where they don't get freaked out. Where are you going, Sosh Jam? And why are you dragging the dragon with you? Oy. Well, dragon's trying to go back home. Dragon don't want to fight. Speaking of fighting, up here is a dead lion. The humans killed my lion, chat, and so they're going to pay for it. The dwarves charge forward, and Moss, the human, the Short of Violence of Confederacy, who's a named individual, probably because they killed not one, not two, not three, but not four, but 5 of my dogs. That's enough to make you legendary. Also, I have to say that Heroic Knife and Hammer Fortune are great dog names, and I'm very sad for their poor losses. Speaking of poor losses, this human's about to be a loss because the Baroness of Quests slashes them in the head with a bronze short sword, and the attack was deflected by the human hammerman's large iron helm, and the force bends the neck, tearing the fat. The Baroness of Quests punches the hammerman in the head with her right hand, but the attack was, of course, deflected. I'm sure we can make this go better. We do have a bunch of adamantine spears, so the dwarves move forward, and bits and pieces of the enemy start to fly, which is always a good sign. And the dwarves are probably just like stabbing the ever-living crap out of this poor individual to death because of how many dogs he killed. The spearmaster stabs the human hammerman in the neck with an adamantine spear, tearing the muscle and tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. So I'm sure he's gonna live just fine, and will probably be a-okay. Meanwhile, where the hell am I Durgan at? Beelining directly for the throne room. There we go! You had one job and you did it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dragon finally burped, which of course is destroying my drawbridges, which is fine. It's destroying my drawbridges, but that happens now. So Jonu's Scrape Grotto gets blitzed into the ground. This human is terrified. This human is also terrified. Well, I wonder if they even have combat logs. They don't. I was wondering if it would be like, gets caught in a cloud of boiling metal or something. Okay, so it does appear that some of them made it up here, which is good. As for you, well, they are moving this way, trying to escape while killing yet another one of my dogs. I'm hoping the gate opens. The dwarves, wow, Reg very enthusiastically is jumping over top of this human and actually stabs the elf axeman in the lower body with a steel short sword. And, oh, sorry, no, that was the previous fight. But man, that was vile. Stabs it in the short sword, tearing apart the lower spine's nervous tissue, and then says, this does not scare me. And then jumps over this human. Like, is literally dodging over top of this human. Lands on the ground next to the human. And then immediately slashes the human axeman with a steel short sword, bruising the muscle through the large chain leggings. And then they move forward, fighting through the human lines. This human here is trying to like get a grab in, but can't, and is getting slashed repeatedly. So shoutouts to Reg here. We have Kubak, who is wielding an adamantine spear and a shield, which is a pretty badass like series of things to wield. Stabs the human axeman in the left hand with an adamantine spear, fracturing the bone through the large bronze gauntlet. And then it seems like these humans are going to fall over pretty quickly. So they're just getting hit by bolts pretty consistently. I'm also actually going to just try... The dragon did the dragon's one job. Thumbs up. Good job, dragon. You did the one job you're supposed to do. Apparently the dragon has a combat log, but it's not listed as anything. They're probably also shooting bolts at the dragon. Yeah, they are. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is gonna be good. This gonna be good. This gonna be good. Look at this. What? So, I don't know what they're doing, but somehow... Oh. So, instead of catching fire, the fire is being extinguished by boiling iron. The fire is being extinguished with boiling iron. You see that up at the top? Purple text. Right underneath the three different people up top. That is intense. All right, well, that one catches blood or catches fire. Come on, dragon. I need you to send out another blast. Please, and thank you. Which would greatly increase the frame rate. This human is just dumb and fell into the lava. And there's now lava mist up here, which is catching a bunch of things on fire. Oh, there we go. It's done. Never mind. It's all good. Obok the bow dwarf. So this dwarf here, who's a professional spear dwarf, just immediately annihilated that human with her spear by simply stabbing the human maceman with her adamantine spear, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull, and tearing the brain. Here comes the rest of them. Good fucking God. There's a lot of humans in this siege. This is a big army. Down here is Thob, who's a spear dwarf who's fighting. Is a member of the coastal posts, which is my main squad, but didn't have time to grab all of her gear and is actually, unfortunately, flying to pieces right now, I think. Yep, she's losing an arm. She's died. Dwarves are running into the fight with more help this time. But I think we just broke the siege because the siege icon has vanished. And the dwarves and the humans are turning around, which is a good sign. Ha! Look at this human being in the perfect spot to make the fire go out. Get burned on, dude. Yeah, so I guess we need to make them go this way. That's not too hard to change. Cavern dwellers, that's fine. I see the humans are taking the they cannot stop all of us approach and running into the molten. I mean, pretty much. They can't burn all of us. Dragon's not that accurate. Well, that was a fun side activity for a minute. Definitely a fun side activity. So what I'm going to do